Here I am, ladies and gentlemen, right on time. I'm just going to, I actually came in a minute early to give people a chance to get here. I'm in my hammock. This is live lounging with Lisa from my hammock. I have a pillow to prop up my arm, so that should go well. Let me just, since I'm waiting for people yet, I can just sort of, I don't know, I can't seem to. Okay, we have somebody here. That is tremendous. I'm waiting before I even do my intro. Hello. Show yourself. Let me see if I better get the chat here. Let's see. Jordan. Yes, here we are. Okay. Here was my thing. I brought this to show somebody. Nicholas, that's what I brought. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. Here we are live. My attempt earlier was a little crazed on my laptop, but nonetheless, here we are. And I brought some props today. Nicholas, I brought, remember the birds, you know, the bird thing? Here's another can of the inappropriate birds. So I'm just killing time till people get here. But I'm glad Nicholas is here because I really brought this especially for you, my sweet. These are birds that I created, ladies and gentlemen. And Nicholas feels as though I should possibly have them in a cartoon strip of some kind, like saying inappropriate political things. How do you feel about it, Nicholas? Okay. Thank you. I also brought some painted rocks, and I brought notes from yesterday, but I'm going to try to wait until more, thank you, I'm going to try to wait until more people get here. We have Jordan, he is our moderator, and the rules are, yeah, smart, angry birds, that's a good one. The rules are fairly simple, you know, just don't personally attack other people, or, you know, blatantly drop the N-word, or, you know, things like that. I don't care if you say, you know, swear in the chat or any of that jazz. I won't be swearing, as you know, because of the woman who lives here. We're at the very edge of Mother's house here. My house is that way. Gosh, I hope some people show up. If not, it'll just be us and we'll have a dandy time. I gotta hold still. So, what's a genius idea? Oh, what, I thought I'd let you know that I do have this pillow here on which to prop my arm because, let me try to get more together. I think we might have another person here. Show yourself, show yourself. Yeah, I started a minute earlier to kind of let people float in here. It's Jean. Jean, I'm glad you're here because, remember yesterday, first of all, did you want to see the birds or have you seen, hi Pat Hacker. Here's my lovely artwork, ladies and gentlemen. I kind of brought it specifically for Nicholas. Let me just get a grip here. There's a sleeping bird, and let's see, what year does that say? 2011 by Lisa Hauserman. Okay, I'm going to get my notes, Jean, because yesterday you had asked me who, like, people that inspire me or where I get information, and I only named 2, so now you're in trouble, baby. I took notes for this. Okay, some other people to whom I look, Nicholas, for, you know, I don't know, advice or history or whatever would be, of course, we have Michael Parenti, Noam Chomsky, Howard Zinn. Don't you love Howard Zinn? I went to bed with him last night. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Like, I listen to Howard Zinn. Thank you, Gene. Give a lecture last night. He's so funny, or he was funny. He's dead now, so he's not very funny anymore, but he gave a lecture, and he's just wonderful, or was. And you know, they're trying to outlaw his books. I think it's in Arkansas, if I'm not mistaken. They won't kill you for shooting a dentist, not even in Arkansas. Sorry, that was a lonesome dove quote. All right, so we have Michael Parenti, Noam Chomsky, Howard Zinn, Chris Hedges, Christopher Hitchens, Richard Dawkins, Daniel Dennett, a gentleman who has a podcast called The Thinking Atheist, Professor Richard Wolff, Dr. Gerald Horne. Here comes the best one. Drum roll, please. Frank Zappa. These are the people to whom I look for inspiration. There's not any women on there, though. Now I feel kind of bad. But, you know, bloviating birds. That's a good one. He is kind of boring. I will say that, Pat. But he has some good thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So here we are. I also wrote down, like, took notes to define some terms like communist and things like that, because there's sort of a misconception. But this is a reward. I don't know if it's a punishment or a reward, actually, for people that have been loyal subscribers. I want to have a dialogue and let you kind of guide the way of how this live stream is going to go. So, yeah. So at any rate, anybody want to start off? Oh, do you, Gene? I thought so. Well, Gene, you're the one who turned me on to Parenti. If you remember, you and I think Grandma and some others, it might have even been Nico, in the Tom Hartman chat, you said, oh, if you're really ready for it, I don't think you said this, but someone else did. Oh, if you're ready to take that next step, Lisa, listen to Parenti. And I had been listening to Chomsky and others, so he didn't freak me out, I guess, as he was supposed to. All right. I'm going to be moving around a lot here. I will say that my pain is a lot better since I got into this hammock. Can you do me a favor and get up there and press like? Please, ladies and gentlemen. I have some other artwork I can show you in a bit, but I thought that I'd wait for people to get here. Oh, that might be better. Oh my God, Osama is here. This is wonderful news. Now, Osama, as I was saying, I don't know how long you've been here, if you've been lurking or what, but I'm letting the chat kind of steer the direction of the thing. And by the way, Osama lives in Charlottesville, so for those so inclined to say a prayer for the region or send him good luck or whatever you want to do to Osama. Osama number 5 here on the chat. I have 6 viewers. Yesterday, Jordan, how many did we have? 8 or 9? Do you remember? My goal is 10. Do you think we can do it today? Okay. Oh, there is Pasha. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, just to clear something up, I knew a gentleman in Houston named, I'm sorry, I knew a lady named, oh my God, there's Came the Dawn. This is great. I knew somebody in Houston named Pasha. I knew a couple of men named Pasha and a woman. For some reason, I'm always saying Pasha, she, Pasha, she. Forgive me, Pasha is not a she. But she is super, or he, see, I did it again, is super sweet. Okay. Which Chris is that, honey? Pat was saying, Pat says, my problem with Chris, I want to see if I can, yeah, I can, is his focus on the products of the female reproduction. He seems to have a real distaste for anything connected to females. Which Chris would that be, Sugar Blossom? Chris Hedges, really? Huh. I guess I never picked up on that from him, but you'll have that. Oh, Came the Dawn. I'm going to bring up my favorite subject and yours, and that would be interstate cross-check. But I am preaching to the choir here. We need 2 more people over here to make it my goal of 10. And I'm wondering if everybody could please press like. I don't know, what does pressing like do? Is there something special about it? Or what? The only thing about laying down like this is it squishes me all together. It's kind of weird. Okay. We're right now, I know I'm going to ask a question since I've already listed people to whom I look for advice, Nicholas. Everybody name one person to whom they look for advice. This grammar thing is a personal joke with Nicholas. And me. Not I, but me. Right, Nicholas? Liked and disliked. Push your video. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. Nicholas looks to himself for inspiration, which somehow I don't find that hard to fathom. Oh, okay. Evidently, you know my ill-fated live stream that I did earlier? At least you got to see my new background with the peace signs and me and the Lounging with Lisa header. It went, of course, came the dawn. This is our little family gathering, sweetie pie. Where was I? Somehow that went to Google and everything. I had a friend of mine send it to me, and it looked like I had a bunch of views. They're probably going to run to the hills and clutch their pearls, of course. Yes, I think we need to, of course, Cornell West, of course, and Abby Martin. Yes, there's a woman. I love her. You know, she went over to the Gaza. Did you know that, Jordan and everybody? She went, Abby Martin traveled to Gaza, and she really sort of outed that situation over there. Really horrendous. I don't know if you saw her coverage on that. This is like Old Home Week here. This is from, these are the, what, the Tom Hartman people that don't fall in line with the DNC or something? Well, that's good, Came the Dawn. Came the Dawn said, I was feeling a bit hopeless about the Charlottesville incident until I saw the massive turnout of anti-Nazi protesters in Boston that gave me encouragement. And here we have, yeah, pretty much, Lisa Hauserman. I don't remember the question. What did I even ask? Oh, you saw the Abby Martin thing. Oh my God. I'm doing well. Can you believe we've been on here 11 minutes? Are you ready to see some more artwork, ladies and gentlemen? Press 1 if you want to see another thing of my artwork. Press 2 if you don't right now. This is what Lionel does. How funny. Okay, I'm getting ones galore. The ones won. I don't know if I need to lift this or... Tell you what, I'm just going to flip the... Let me sit up. This is a very professional live stream, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, this is kind of comfortable. Just want to make sure. Okay, here. This is... I don't know how to do this. Now my hammock's rocking. These are my ladybugs that I paint. I'm going to try to maybe just do this. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'll tell you what. Hello, I'm back. Let me grab something that's kind of decent here. Thank you. You can get an idea of the size. Instead of doing the regular dots that people do on ladybugs, I won't, thank you. I'll make mine into, these are little peace signs. Can you see that? And this is a ladybug because of the lips. You know what? I'm actually comfortable right like this. I don't think I need to lounge. Totally. I'm going to put this pillow here for my arm's sake. Don't you love how professional I am? At any rate, let me... is anybody into, like, geometric figures here? Press 1 if you like, I don't know, geometrical jazz. Mainly triangles. Well, it doesn't matter. Here. This is one I did for somebody that, you know, I don't know, teaches geometry in school. It's just got triangles. But you want more birds? Okay, well, I'll show those again. In downtown Conneaut Lake, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I have these for sale. Actually, these aren't my best ones because I have them for sale. This is like a Miami Dolphin. I like the Miami Dolphins. And this is one depicting their colors. Pretty much, here I am now. I keep belching. Nicholas, yesterday I smoked a cigarette. Whoops, live on the air. Okay, now, I'm going to show the birds one more time. I'm glad I brought props, since I really don't have a subject. I hope that my breast isn't hanging out. It feels as though it is. Okay. Bloviating birds. Yeah, that is a good one. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to hold this like this. I invented this bird, and I'm not even on here. You know, just different poses. Of course, thank you. I love the legs of the birds, I have to say. See, look at those legs. Okay, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are all the props I brought. And I am really excited about this, being comfortable in the hammock. And having, okay, there. I am rocking a little bit. I hope that's okay. Wait a second. What are we doing here? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese, the reason why. Chuck E. Cheese, welcome. Welcome to the chat. The reason why is because I'm on live on my phone, which I know how to do. You might have missed some of the artwork here, but you know, this does go up to YouTube as a video, so oh, stop it. I'm getting woozy. How many people here smoke cigarettes? Press 1. Chuck E. Cheese, good. Pasha does not. Jean, 0. Jordan, excellent, wonderful. I think Pat might smoke cigarettes. Well, that's very good. Wait a minute, came the dawn. Don't smoke, don't drink, don't smoke. What do you do? Subtle innuendos follow. Must be something inside. Can you name that artist? I know my rendition was spot on. Yes, Chucky, we have a variety from communists to more center people, and I love it. Jordan, are you laughing at my singing? My hair is falling out of its holder. It's Adam Ant. He did a video. It was like he was kind of, whatever. Chuck E. Cheese, throw out a subject, or do you just want me to bloviate? I need to fix my hair. I should lay the phone down and fix it. It's going to drive me nuts. But Nicholas tells me not to fiddle with myself. Well, I'm sure you would be laughing. Boston, listen, I don't know what's going on, Pasha. Okay, here's what I heard very briefly. You know the hard bastard? I literally listened to it when I went back over to the house prior to going live. Here comes the hard bastard live. He was bloviating about something like the media has it wrong. Evidently, this is what he said. I have no idea. He said the media has it wrong because their talking point was that not a lot of the right-wingers were there, and it was mainly the other people. But then Hard Bastard, and I hope I'm not misquoting him, said something along the lines of they had to walk through a crowd of kind of lefties to get there. I don't know. That's all I know about it. In fact, why don't you fill us in? Look, I'm going to prop this phone this way while I fix my hair. So enjoy Mother's house. I'm still here, ladies and gentlemen. Just hang on. Hang on if you get dizzy easily. And we're back. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. HB had a reporter on the ground in a middle-aged... Was I right about that, Chuck E. Cheese? I'm going to kind of show, I guess, things, if I can. Some of you have already seen this, but there's... Like, Mother has a long ranch house, and there's a dining room. And that used to be the pool, but now there's just the pool house. And then I'm going to slowly bring you around. And there is my house. Is this coming in? Hello. With a not a hammock, a kayak against the thing. And just my backyard through the trees here. Okay. I'm sure that you guys are going to get sick. I keep whipping around like this. I'm crazy. Thank you, Osama, although I can't take much credit for it. I'll tell you the history of this house. The main part of it was a schoolhouse. It used to sit across the road. It's over 100 years old. And my grandparents bought it and moved it across the road, and they started to add on to it for them. And it got kind of out of hand and too big, and so they gave it to Mom and Dad. This would be my father's parents. And they built this little house next door, which is my house, which isn't really my house. It's my sister's house. We rent from her, but that's the story. Jealous of the rain in PA, right? It never rains in California, yeah. Girl, don't they warn ya? I'm telling you, anything will get me to singing. In fact, if you really want to have fun, you can just write down a word and I'll see if it brings a song to mind. Clinton and her neoliberals for a lot. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, Chucky. Listen, I'm going to back this up for a minute. Chucky, did you also see the Hard Bastard report? Is that to what you are referring? And where's Nicholas? Did you block him, Jordan? I am just kidding. If you put the phone sideways. Okay, I'll try it right now. That's a good idea. Wait a minute. I think not. I think I had to press that. Let's see. Is this working? I don't think it is. Oh, wait. Okay. I'm sorry, it didn't work. I think the good stuff on Boston is Twitter. Okay. All right. I think it gives me a choice when I first log on in terms of what to do. Okay, I don't really know anything about the Boston thing. Are we having... That's funny, Pat. I'm sure. Are we having two different... Okay, all right. I'll hold still. Nicholas says he's a teensy bit out of focus today. I don't want to say this because it is going to go on Facebook later. Not Facebook, but YouTube. So I'm going to try to hold still. Bob Dylan is here. Yay, Bob. You missed the art show. You'll have to go back and watch it later on YouTube. Do you live in California, Chucky? I'm sorry, I'm rocking in my hammock. Is that making everybody freak out? I'm not saying a word, I'm sure. Jay LeBlanc is here, ladies and gentlemen. I am so excited. How are you? I should care. You can say anything. I say I'm totally safe here. Oh, okay, that's right. I forget he lives in another country. Okay, I am so sorry you're getting seasick over this. But remember, this really helps my pain condition. You want me to sit here with a burning crotch for no reason of fun whatsoever? Or, not. Oh my God, I have 10 people watching. I am so excited. All right, what do you want to talk about? LeBlanc, I have a moderator, Jordan. Well, I'm not in pain. I'm totally good. Hi, Jean. Well, I explained my pain condition the other day. I joke around and say my crotch is an open book. And it's not really for the reason that you think either. It's, pain. Burning crotch. Yeah, Osama. If you're not familiar, you'll have to go look at a video. I don't want to rehash the story, but I'll be very brief. I have a condition called pudendal neuralgia. It's pain along the pudendal nerve line, and it manifests itself on my pelvic floor in a burning manner. There you have it. Very technical. Oh, I got some sun today, didn't I, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, now that I have a question for people that are still on Tom Hartman. So, Chucky, has he made mention of that intel report by the VIPs, Veteran Intelligence Professionals for Sanity? I at least know the name of it. I'm just wondering. Also, I have another question. Is anybody here any good with this X-Stream broadcaster that I tried earlier? Okay. Why are you blocked from Tom? So is my friend Jay Galt. Do you remember Jay Galt on the Tom chat? He is super nice and very full of wisdom. In fact, he called me the other day and we talked over the phone. I was hoping he'd show up here live. So, he didn't, but I'm sure he'll probably see it later. Jordan, we're already 24 minutes into this, and really it's just sort of fun. Yes, I love Jay Galt. Do you, Pasha, or not really? Do you guys fight? Didn't you guys used to fight on the Tom chat? No, in real life, I talked to him over the phone. Is that real? Is that considered real life or not? Like, he telephoned me, it was his voice, and you guys used to bicker. That's right. Oh, no. Lionel is not live, but he is remembering Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory died. I don't really tune into the news on the weekends, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Came the Dawn asked an excellent question. Is there any reason to suspect the Boston and Charlottesville protests were staged incidents to distract us? Actually, there is some evidence pointing in that direction. Came the dawn, and if you want to know more, I think Lionel of Lionel Nation has been pretty forthright about it. Also, I think even Jimmy Dore. The police stood down. They didn't separate people. Oh, stop it. They didn't separate people like they normally do. And what else was it? They saw some ads in Craigslist. Not everything is a conspiracy, Pasha. And you know that I run conspiratorial, so that's how I am. I think Pasha's very logical. As is my friend Richard. And he cracks up when I come on here about like UFOs and stuff. That's true, Jordan. Jordan just said, let me see what he said. Where do you go? Okay. Jordan says, there is reason to suspect that because that's how the deep state works. However, the deep state did not create Nazis out of thin air. Both good points, my dear sweet. Well, came the dawn. That is what I heard this from Jimmy Dore and Lionel and some others that were there, that the police normally kind of stand in between the two sides, so to speak. And they didn't really do that. And this, I think it even hit sort of the mainstream corporate media. I don't know why I'm doing that in quotes, but about how they were just a little puzzled about the police situation or the lack thereof or whatever. Do you guys like just doing this goofy stuff with no subject? Press 1 if you want me to have an absolute topic next time. Or press 2 if you like this potpourri of madness. And I'll be quiet. 2, okay, potpourri of madness, okay, good. Excellent, 1 and 2. Very good. Okay, good, because really, I have to tell you, the reason why I'm 1 and 2, the reason why I'm doing this is I want to do something in honor of, in respect of, in deep admiration of my subscribers. I mean, honest to Pete, ladies and gentlemen, it seems like I've been doing this from the, thanks, Jay LeBlanc. That's a very equal-handed thing. Jay LeBlanc says, it's all good, Lisa. Do both. Occasionally have a topic, also have non-topics. I started off with some notes that I'd taken, I went over earlier, but as I was saying, I really appreciate my subscribers. Now, I'm being serious. What is a PEMF device, Bob Dylan? Mother would be appalled if she saw me going live smoking. No, she wouldn't. Mother's not that appalled, really. She is, but she isn't. I look my father said, you never hang a cigarette like that. I am? Okay, well, hey, Pasha. Since you're so, I don't know, logical and into stuff, can you find me some technical help that would call me over the telephone or share a computer with me, who you trust, by the way, to help me with this extreme broadcaster? At least I was able... What'd you guys think of my background today, those who came over to the live thing for 5 seconds? It's also up on YouTube, by the way. Just wondering, did you see that? Oh, Gene, here's the deal. I'll explain, Gene. There's a certain theory that everything in life is a false flag event or a staged event. There are some people that literally think everything that happens is fake. They also think that we lived in an actor-based reality. Everything's fake. Everybody's an actor. I'm not kidding. It's so funny to look into this, but I mean, I've looked at theories where they think that the same person who played... How did this go? Who played, I'm trying to think. They think that Henry Winkler, the same actor who plays Henry Winkler, also plays Ahmadinejad and John McCain, okay? Then there's another group of individuals that think that there are such things as false flag or, like paid demonstrators and things just to get in and stir things up. And then there's another one that kind of lands somewhere in between. Like, we know for a fact what happened during the 60s in terms... I can't really look at the comments now because I'll lose my train. In the 60s when the FBI infiltrated the Martin Luther King movement, the civil rights movement. I couldn't think of the name of it. People will infiltrate movements to make everybody in the movement look bad by causing a riot, by doing something unsavory to give the whole group a bad name. It's the way the FBI and CIA have been doing things for a while. So that's where people get the idea that it could be like a staged event. Did I explain that, Jean, or not? Just yes or no. I hope I did. I'm trying not to look at them. Yes, Grandma Christine, provocateurs. Absolutely. I hope I explained it to Jean because, well, Nicholas, you're old enough to remember. I'm sorry. Nicholas, you're old enough to remember, you know, when these things were unfolding in terms of the FBI getting in and making Martin Luther King, the civil rights movement look bad, the anti-war movement. Yeah, provocateurs is absolutely right, Grandma. And welcome, Grandma. Yeah, sometimes I can't look at the chat when I'm on a rib because the violence. I don't know, Gene. It could be anywhere in there, but I just want to let you know what the hell we're talking about. Doesn't mean, oh, there it is. Doesn't mean, you know, I believe it, but I'm just saying there is that stream of thought out there. There's that way of thinking. So, yes, that's true. Jordan just wrote, Nicholas, it also has to do with the fact that the U.S. is a propaganda state. Confusion and chaos is part of the program. I have a question. Do you remember how Chris Hedges sued the Obama administration in 2013 for that NDAA, National Defense Authorization Act, in which I think didn't he add something to that, President Obama, where it was legal for the United States to propagandize the citizens? Do I have that right or wrong? I know that Hedges sued the Obama administration in 2013, but I'm just not sure if I'm getting that right. No, of course he didn't win. Pat Hacker asked if he won, so. Oh, wait, I want to see something here. Right, Jean. She says she knows the FBI very well, unfortunately or fortunately. I have to read these out loud because, some of them out loud, because when people go to look later on YouTube that weren't able to join us live, and it's their loss, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, some of them are out doing things on a nice Sunday. They'll know what I'm talking about when I, you know, am talking. Oh, thanks. That is right, Lisa. But Bill Clinton is the one who legalized propagandizing. That's right. Okay, let's go over that. Jordan pointed out something very pertinent, very true. Is that in 1996, when that Telecommunications Act of 1996 went through, it really, you know, made it way worse in terms of the corporate ownership and this and that. But really, for a long time, if you look into Noam Chomsky, I think he does a thing called, what is it? Oh my God, what's one of his books? Consent, manufactured consent, something like that. This kind of propagandizing has been going on really for 1,000 years. Not really 1,000, but for a very long time. So, that didn't help at all, that being able to merge so that 6 corporations can control basically 90% of what information we're getting. That's one of my total, I guess, pet peeves. Yeah, I agree, Osama. He said, F the FCC. I don't want to say that actually out loud because my mother might clutch her pearls later. So, anyhow, okay, we have 10 people watching and 8 likes. Come on, you can do it. Get up there and click. Yes, Nicholas is right. That only speeded things up, sped things up, speeded things, whatever, hugely. I don't know what you mean, Osama. Osama says, hey, Lisa, I'm rebroadcasting on 103.9 FM stereo. Does that mean me? I know, Pat Hacker, and yeah, I've heard that. Pat Hacker pointed out how Noam Chomsky can be quite monotone and boring, like, yes, ladies and gentlemen, here's what happened in 1903. But I don't know, I still like him. If you really want to laugh and have fun and learn things, listen to that Howard Zinn Does it sound like I'm radio? Well, I definitely have a face for radio, for sure. So, that's true, Gene. I've gone to bed with Noam Chomsky many times. Yes, last night, Grandma, I put him on after I went to bed literally watching and listening to how to work that Xstream broadcaster so that I could use my laptop to go live. And then I switched over to Howard Zinn, so that was good. Yep, that's right. We've been programmed to pay attention to entertainers, not scholars. You are so right. You know, when I was younger, I sound like I'm 102. But when I was younger, I remember people in college had like an Einstein poster on their wall or somebody like that. Now it's, I don't know who, Madonna or somebody. I remember when she was fairly good, too. How many people here like Madonna? Gaga. That's true. Nicholas made an excellent point. I love Jeremy Scahill. That's not what he said. He said, wait a second here. Chomsky's voice is not the deal. It's his words. Of course, that's correct. I mean, good land. I'm having a sip. For those who came in late, I'll give you a tour of my rocks. Okay, hang on. I'm just going to do this. Can you see them? Are they... I hope they're in the frame, ladies and gentlemen, but those are some of my rocks that I created. Was that able to be seen or not? Pasha just gave a thumbs down. I'm not sure why. Well, that's true. Pat says he's a linguist. He should understand he puts people to sleep. Pardon me. Okay, good. I just wanted to do it for the people that, came in late. Oh, Madonna. Yeah, I like those goofy movies she put out 1,000 years ago. What was it? Desperately Seeking Susan and stuff like that. I know, I was young. I did like that. I also liked that movie, St. Elmo's Fire, when I was younger. Oh, what's your favorite movie? Everybody, tell me your favorite motion picture. Jordan's right that Gaga's politics, corporatism is revolting, but some of her music makes him feel really good. Gosh, I don't know that movie, Came the Dawn. Airplane is Jay LeBlanc's. We're moving on to our favorite movies. We don't have to move on, but my favorite motion picture, don't make fun, don't laugh, but I think the character development was tremendous. It's Jaws. Jaws, the original 1975 Jaws, yes. And my favorite mini-series is Lonesome Dove. I'll show you my pudding. Oh, look! Pasha, can you see that? Is she in the frame? Okay, good. Zoe made the frame. We are 38 minutes into this, Jordan. How long are we going to go? Let's make it 45 minutes. Science fiction action movie. Critics and audiences don't like it, but a movie that I did not like, and Nicholas kind of got on me, and so did everybody, really, is that 2001: A Space Odyssey. I'm sorry, I didn't care for it. Please don't hold it against me. Don't think I'm a terrible person. I just didn't like it. Oh, I'm glad. Pat says Zoe's always good material. She is. 45 minutes is good. That means we have what? We're giving her 6 more minutes, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, I kind of like this casual, not really having a message thing. It's fun. Although earlier I did have a slight message, but... Oh, I wanted to say something to Pasha about... Oh, yeah, how? Pasha, I thought it was hysterical when Executive Decision was trying to explain to you about communism. That was a riot. I had to jump in. I couldn't take it any longer. So... Oh, very good. Well, I know. I have to say, in defense of 2001: A Space Odyssey, for its time, the special effects were extremely good. They weren't overly done, if that makes sense. Oh, Executive Decision is a total trip. But you know what? Honestly, I don't think he subscribes or anything, but I think he just might be a little slower, like literally slow. And so I don't want to be too... rude about it. That's, well, if what I just said, I think is it. Yeah, I think, I don't know. I'm really not being mean or anything. I just think that he has maybe a slight something going on there, so at any rate. We have 10. My goal was 10 today, Jordan, and we have 10 people. We have 4 more minutes left, 5 more minutes of Lounging with Lisa Live, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you thoughts of the day. Yeah, we have 11 people now. Bridget Jones. Why does that sound familiar? I'm going blank. Isn't that terrible? Yes, Jordan, you are right. Okay, let me give you an example of something that Executive Decision says that drives me crazy. He doesn't understand that newspapers are also corporate. So, the Washington Post and the New York Times, he says, they've been doing a tremendous job bringing forth the truth and all this. Well, I don't agree with that. And all you have to do is follow the money on that Washington Post. The Washington Post is owned by Jeff Bezos, or Bezos, however you say it, who also owns Amazon, are now the total monopoly over everything. And he got a $600 million contract to do cloud storage for the CIA over at Amazon. So, you know, forgive me if I don't really dig the WAPO or any propaganda they're pushing our way. And don't forget, for you Bernie Sanders people in the primary, they did, 16 negative articles in 16 hours about Bernie Sanders. So there you have that. Okay, I'm done. God, I'm done complaining. Oh my God, I'm a total deep state operator. I wish I could use the money. No, you're allowed to talk about whatever you want here. Some people, when I've been in other chats, they get mad if you don't listen to the host wholeheartedly. I don't mind. I'll sit here and talk to the tree. You know how I am. The Intercept is owned by eBay. Is it really? Well, I didn't know that. I don't care for that. I do appreciate Glenn Greenwald, though, and Jeremy Scahill, especially Jeremy Scahill's books and things like Blackwater, where Blackwater changed their name, didn't they? How many minutes left? Just 3. 3 more minutes of Lounging with Lisa. Why, Nicholas, are you dying to leave us? I'm so glad you showed up, actually. It's really fun. Oh, okay. Pasha pointed out that they, meaning the Intercept, has seed funding from one of the founders of eBay. I've also heard the Young Turks got, like, what, $20 million recently from somebody. Anyhow, yeah, so I don't know what's going on. I will tell you this. If you guys haven't, if you people, if you folk haven't looked at The Hard Bastard yet, he is super good. Really, really good. Now, Gene's saying it's not controlled by the owner of eBay. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. I'm sure. At any rate, yeah, TYT, I can't take them at all anymore. My God, Woodsman is here. Woodsman, we're fixing to close out here in about 2 minutes and 45 seconds. I am really happy everybody showed up. But Woodsman, when you get it, if you want to, it goes automatically up to YouTube. So you can jump in. Let me tell you about Woodsman real quickly before we sign off here. He is very good at unearthing various laws and stuff, and how we have really been more or less duped into thinking that we are living under a constitution of any kind. Was that a fair description of you, Woodsman? What I just said? Hello? Okay, good. I don't want to mischaracterize anybody, God forbid. Okay, 2 minutes until closing, ladies and gentlemen, so let's give us your thought. I'll tell you what, Woodsman, is there any way you can drop a recommendation for people off here, like where to go look at something real quick? I'm thinking everything. Well, something has got to be done, Gene. Yeah, in terms of that, I want to throw out something else here, too. Richie Allen. If you go to Richie Allen on YouTube, he's a guy from over across the pond, and he does a, non-corporate media kind of deal. He did an excellent overview on Venezuela. I think that Venezuela is even in the title. He gives the history. He explains what the deal is. I really, really recommend who did I just say? Richie Allen. Okay, Woodsman, we might not be able to do this because I'll tell you what, you can always drop it in the comment section after the video is posted online, because we are almost ready to sign off here. Everybody get ready. I'm going to do my sign off. I can't give you a wrench only because, can you drop it in the comment? Okay. This, I'm sorry, I don't know how to do the tip jar. I can do it for my, thank you, Pasha, for wanting to give me a tip. That's very sweet. I can do a tip jar when I get on the laptop, but I feel a little strange about it. I like him too, Osama. Okay. This is Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. Please join together with me. Join together with all these fine people that were sweet enough to show up on the live chat. Drop your political identities. Let's focus on issues. Let's all come together. We have sort of more right-wing people here, and we have communists here, and we have socialists here, and we have people that claim they're nothing here, and I love it. It's wonderful. Okay, good. Woodsman was able to do that. Okay, finishing up in 3, 2, 1.